I'm actually doing 6 projects in your general area right now. I know all the agents that you're dealing with. I know all the players. I know a lot of these projects as well. So we have Stephen Robinson coming to see us now with a deal that looks pretty interesting. It's a bank job, commercial to residential conversion. A lot of those banks becoming defunct. This is down in Beaconsfield. He's after 296k, rather specific amount, for a 50-50 share of the profit. So let's see what he's got to say.
Hello Angels, my name is Stephen Robinson. I'm a former builder turned property developer. I've completed a number of property developments in the last few years, from a single new build to commercial conversion. The deal I bring to the room today is a former Lloyds bank in Beaconsfield. I would like to use permitted development rights to convert it into 4 flats and a single shop. With a further 200 banks closing this year, I have identified 4 further banks in my local area I would like to purchase. Angels, please come and buy banks with me.
Will our money in the safes?
Don't get rid of the safes. They're difficult, they're hard work.
No, I know. We're doing, there's a couple of us doing banks at the moment.
Always keep them.
So you've done some property deals and property development deals in the past?
I have, yep.
Okay, how have you funded those and what kind of profits have you made from those deals that you've done?
So I funded them myself. My building company was fairly successful. I sort of took control of that and parked that a little bit to try property development. And my last one, which was a commercial conversion in Exmouth, which is near Exeter, down the southwest, and I made 21% on costs.
So this list is the banks that are on offer that you want to buy. This is kind of your plan.
They're the ones I want to buy. I'm almost complete on a bank in Chesham with CBRE. So they're the banks that CBRE are selling. Just the banks CBRE are selling. So hopefully with Angel on board, and I'll be a completer because 2 people didn't complete on this bank and I'm very close to exchange.
What does the rest of your building company business look like in terms of number of people you employ?
I don't employ anybody now.
You do all the work yourself?
My problem, why I don't have a pipeline of deals, is I go out to tender to builders and they're flaky and they take ages. And I keep falling into the trap of just gearing up with staff and end up doing the deals myself. But that's not helping me going forward. There's certain things I need help with now, and that's becoming a better businessman and stop falling into the trap of because builders are quite difficult to get hold of at the moment. So I just end up going, that's good. 4 months, I could do it in 4 months, or, you know.
So you've come off the tools?
Yes,
so you have other builders that work for you, doing the projects that you win?
Yes.
Yeah, he's struggling to find good main contractors is what he's saying.
Yeah, and the good main contractors are like 3 or 4 months to 6 months ahead, especially where we live.
Yeah.
And so then I fall into the trap. I trap myself. Okay, right, I can do this.
Can I just check? Is it 5 flats and a commercial unit or 4? Because there's conflicting information.
Yeah, sorry, forgive the pack. I saw that yesterday morning. So I saw the property yesterday morning. And so I put the pack together last night, essentially. Yeah, it is only 4 flats. So the four flats are one shop. So that is a typo. There is a few typos in there. I've just read through the pack. I was like,
are the numbers right aside from that? These numbers right aside from that typo?
Yes.
And you've had an offer accepted on them?
Not yet. No. We're gonna have to put an offer in on this.
So how much are you looking for from us?
The minimum I would like is 296,000. That's 40% of the purchase price. Then we could move on to development finance after that. But what I'd really like is the whole of the purchase price, so we can move fast on this, because it's advertised over 900, which is, it's not going to get that. But what I would like to do is say, look, we've got cash, we can complete in 6 to 8 weeks and secure this thing, because this is in, I think you won't know the area, Ranjan, but like this is in top. This is as good it gets in the outskirts of London, you know. 600. I've gone 579 for the residential, but this is like, this is walking distance, literally 5 minutes to the station, Beaconsfield station. So
Yeah.
It's very expensive. Actually.
How confident are you to be able to get it at the 675?
I think it would be about speed. So as what I've learned recently from commercials is there's people out there will pay more, but they won't complete. Because, I mean, this unless you can find a commercial to go in there to take the space, all the space, you know, I think then it would yield up. But it's just crying out for this. And if the figures are the figures, we can't go I can't go higher, I can't go lower. You know, if someone could help me, maybe we see a slightly better deal, we might be able to offer more. But that I don't ever go away from the figures because that's what it's worth to me.
Stephen, you're absolutely right. In terms of
That's
volatility,
great.
it becomes a buyer's market. You're 100% right.
200 banks come in as well, so come on guys, let's do it.
Can I just clarify one of the
Let's do it.
things? Sorry, can I just clarify one of the things from the numbers, which is, so you're paying all in 700-ish thousand pounds for the property, the freehold, and you're going to spend roughly £500,000 on it, converting it into retail downstairs effectively and 4 flats upstairs. Of the total costs, which are around about 1.2 million, how much of that are you personally able to put into that 1.2 million?
Well, I mean, I would say I could probably I could raise further funding of 200k. I've got 2 deals going on, and a lot of my money's there.
Are you struggling to find your next commercial to residential conversion project? Well, over the next 2 years, virtually every UK bank branch will close. Banks are fabulous buildings in prime locations, and thanks to permitted development rights, they're really easy to convert to alternative uses under a light touch planning regime. My team have put together a list of over 500 UK bank branches which are poised for imminent closure. And for a limited period only, you can download this list absolutely free. Your next commercial property project is on this list, so download it now and enjoy the rest of the video.
Quick question. In the timelines, you've said 26 to 41 weeks, and it mentions about completing them, renting them out, refinancing them, and then selling them. Just want to understand the logic there.
Sorry, yeah, that's 2 options.
Okay.
So if we wanted to sell, then I've left 6 months at the end to sell. And if we rent it out,
So that's the time frame from completion to selling.
So the shorter time frame is for the rental and refinance, and the longer is for the sale. It was late last night. I did have a Gantt chart, but it didn't make a lot of sense.
The rest of the high street, and I take your point about the location and how near it is to the station, but the rest of the high street and what's occupied and not occupied here, what does that look like?
So I took a walk yesterday morning, and the shops this size, there was 3 or 4 empty, which I think is good. Good for us to buy, not so much good to sell. Yes, so there's a few buildings, and there's a few more. There's a NatWest coming up, which I've got my eye on, which is just up the road from that. And it's, there's this. What I've spoke to the agents on my other deal, they said no one's really after these big long shops anymore because they don't want to fit them out. You know, they're a lot to fit out. It's dead space. You know, no one really wants them. So, in my I've done an amazing course. And that course said make smaller shops at the front to go after different people, go after sort of viable people and bring it under the rates threshold. So.
On your layouts of the flats, you've got a large storage area at the back.
Yeah.
I guess that's because there's no natural light at the back.
That's the vault in the back.
That's the vault, is it?
Yeah.
That's why
So
you've kept it as it is.
If you went for planning for windows, they'll take the PD rights away. So I tend to, the deal works as it is. So that's why the money is. Obviously, that's much more valuable as residential. I know that. But changing it, doing it, I think will be quite tough.
I think it's just bank the PD now as it is, the minimum you can get away with the current layout, and then go back for a fenestration application to add in extra windows and any layout changes, and try and get more. You know, the key is to bank the first minimum of PD, then go for some incremental increases.
Perfect.
Whilst you maybe start in the front half of the building.
So you've got here no market for 1 beds, high value area, no problem, low. What does that mean? Have you actually checked this market?
So it's a high value area. So if you want to buy a 3 or 4 bed house, you're looking at 1.2 to 1.5 million. So creating the smaller units. So a risk would be you create a load of 1 beds and there's no demand for it.
But have you done research on that demand?
So I know the area. So I haven't done any research, but I already know the low entry point of just that unit, which is across the road from the station. If you want to live in Beaconsfield or even then there is a market for the smaller units because of the value of where they are.
I can't see a high enough return for me as an investor in this. I'm a fellow developer, done plenty of commercial to resi deals just like this, and some smaller, some a lot bigger, up to 30 or 1,000 square foot. And so I'm not attractive enough to this as an investment to take that money out of one of my own potential sites and put it into yours.
Okay.
I really like you. Potentially would love to work with you in some capacity, joint venture or mentorship, whatever you need if you don't get an offer today from one of the other angels. But as a pure investment, it's not one for me. But do stay in touch, and wish you well on your journey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nick's declared. Paul, go for it.
I'm still thinking.
I'm going to have a think as well. Scott?
I'm just working on an angle at the moment, so I'll pass this one to Hayley.
I'm happy to wait until last.
Oh, dear me.
You're not putting
All
me
right,
on
I'll
under
go
the
then.
spotlight.
I'll go. I'm going to make you an offer, but the offer is contingent on partnering with another angel, and that's Scott. So I'll give you all the cash you need to buy it and build it out, so long as Scott will finance the balance. And between us, we'll give you all the money you need to do it.
Okay, very good offer.
I would be prepared, okay, if Paul came in to do all of the development finance that's needed on this transaction with your 50k. Obviously, you'll need to use some of that 250k as a float, as we've talked about, and Paul putting in the money that you need in order to support the transaction.
Thank you for your offer.
Well, thanks, guys. I can't really compete with that, so yeah.
Well, give it a go.
Or don't.
Okay, so my offer is I'll put up the full purchase price, cash, but I want it 60-40 split in my favour.
Okay, interesting. Would this be one deal that you could do, or is it possibly, if I was to then identify another bank in the next few weeks, would this be an ongoing thing, or would it just be this one? Obviously, we'd have to go through the due diligence.
Yeah, as we all say, property's about people. I think you're great. I love you. You've got great energy. You seem like a real good, honest person, and somebody that will roll their sleeves up and make good on their promise. I get a good feeling about you, so I'd be more than happy to do multiple deals as long as they stack up. Yeah.
Stephen, I very much like you and your energy, and I know a lot of the buildings that you've had. I know all the issues with the Chesham one. I'm actually doing 6 projects in your general area right now. I know all the agents that you're dealing with. I know all the players. I know a lot of these projects as well. I also know PD very well, as you know. And I can add a huge value to your plans going forward. Because I'm doing quite a lot myself. I'm also advising students who are doing more than 30 of these conversion type projects currently. There's only so much I can do myself.
Yeah.
And ideally, I'm looking for someone like you to kind of partner with on a long-term basis. So I would be able to offer the long-term. I would be happy if Scott is willing to basically offer you the same proposition that Paul offered, but with the PD expertise. To demonstrate that, I'll just, because it's very important with PD to get your application in first time, every time. Now, with your flat layouts, for example, a small thing you've missed is the flat 4 is a duplex flat, technically. The minimum space standards for duplex flats are 70 square meters, and you've got 65 square meters. Now, that could be amended simply by moving the front door to flat 4 in a different place. Now that sort of knowledge will get you these applications through first time every time, as opposed to waiting 56 days to be told that and then having to resubmit. So those are the things, and I knew about all the issues with the Chesham because I saw that property that you saw as well. So what I'm offering is that deal that Paul offered, with the backing of the permitted development expertise, and also with the knowledge of the area that you're operating in as well, and the agents that you're dealing with, knowing them as well.
God. Might I add, I've got a very good planning consultant.
So if I can summarise, you've got one angel, Paul, looking to do a deal with
Oh, you haven't
another
said
angel.
whether you'd work with me.
No, he won't. He won't.
One second. You've got one angel, Paul, who's
He's
looking
jumped
to...
in on all of our offers, basically.
You've got one angel, Paul, who's looking to do a deal with another angel, that's me. You've got Ranjan, another angel, looking to do a transaction with me, another angel, to support you. And potentially, I think you've got Hayley as well, that is looking to do
Why
a deal.
potentially you think
Because-
you've got a
and
Hayley?
I'll explain why
You do
potentially.
have me as an option.
So I'll explain why potentially. Hayley is offering you 100% of the purchase price on the basis that Hayley is offering 100% of the purchase price without your 50k going in. For me, it's important that you have some skin in the game. So unless Hayley kind of pares back her offer by the 50k, then I would not be interested to do the deal with Hayley, because for me, I think it's important that you've got some skin in the game. You've got some downside pain as well as the upside gain.
I agree.
So the ball really is in Hayley's court to decide whether she wants to change her.
My offer. I have other people that would fill Scott's shoes.
Ooh.
You've obviously got offers from the 2/3 angels over there, a bit of a boys' club at the end, or the lovely Hayley, who is a cash offer, less money in from you. But you've
And
obviously
way
heard.
better looking.
You've heard of the benefits.
You do say so yourself.
Well, actually,
Do you want to take a moment at the back of the room to have a think, or
No,
ready?
I'm there. I
Excellent.
would like to turn the tables a little bit because I believe in myself. I think I have certain issues around mindset. I'd like to be a better businessman. Okay, I feel like I'm a good businessman, but I feel like I could be a better businessman. Better business decisions. Don't get on site. Don't do the building work. So, does anybody offer not one-to-one mentorship or a mentorship program that I could go on?
All of us.
I will
we all
throw
do.
in a place on my commercial property conversion mastermind. So you'll be around 30 plus developers who are doing this thing day in, day out.
Well, that's made the decision. Oh, listen, thank you everybody for your offers because they're very well received. I would like to go with Ranjan and Scott.
Brilliant, good choice. Well done.
Well done, look forward to working with you. It's a great
Oh,
project.
it'll be great. No, I mean, for me, this is fantastic because, as I said, I've got 6 of these on the go at the
That's
moment.
because you've got the deal. It's not fantastic. For
No.
us that didn't.
What I mean is, it's fantastic for me because I like doing these projects, but there's only so many you can do. And to work with someone like that
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
term,
No, he's great.
to do these sort of projects in the area that I know.
And we
with
had
all
to let
the
you have
players
a
that I
deal,
know.
didn't we, Ranjan? We had to let you do a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
I've not seen you want one like that for a while, so I know you wanted that deal. And
You really did fight for that one, actually.
Congratulations, mate.
You really fought for it.
The,
Well done,
the best
Ranjan.
man won.
Well done, Scott, as well.
I looking forward to working with you.
Should be good fun.
Good team.
But what would John say? Would he have shared on this one, do you think? Do you think John would have done a deal with me?
John doesn't share. This building looks about as old as John.
It's been in the family for 100 years. Maybe John's family bought it. Maybe they're the vendors.
Maybe John bought it.
Stephen, you've come in with lots of ideas, lots of deals. The one deal you brought was the wrong deal. And someone of your experience, because you are quite experienced, should know that. You've learnt a valuable lesson. You've got Ranjan on board still, which is a good effort, and Scott. So, you know, you've got a dream team there if you can all work together. Let's see how you get on.
So, Stephen, I heard it went amazingly well.
Yes, I can't believe it. I got 3 offers. I was very nervous in there. I think they liked the deal I brought. So I'm really pleased to come out with an offer accepted.
You've come away with a deal. You look ecstatic. We're all super happy for you here, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, and thank you for letting me come on.
The Baker Street Property Meet is the UK's largest and #1 property investors networking event. The property market is going through monumental change right now, and at Baker Street Property Meet we aim to keep you up to date with the latest tips and tricks and insider tactics to help you keep on top of your property investing game and succeed in these troubled economic times. The Baker Street Property Meet is fundamentally about networking, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And at Baker Street, we aim to connect you with the people to make your property journey a monumental success. There's no better place to be to further your property investment journey than the Baker Street Property Meet. So make sure you're here, you're connecting with myself and Andrew Roberts, our expert guest speakers, and 300 passionate property people each and every month. See you at the next meet. Get your spot at bakerstreetpropertymeet.com.